Alright gang, we're here with a 2012 Dodge Caravan. Customer complaint of needing control arms and a thermostat and a sway bar end link. So we're supposed to be doing one end link, two lower control arms, and the thermostat. So I'm waiting for my customer now to bring out the parts and everything. So I'm going to set up my tools and everything, and I'll get at y'all when I get ready. Alright gang, we back with the 2012 Dodge Caravan. So far, my customer didn't know for sure if she needed the control arms. So I'm gonna look at them, check them out for her and see if she need them before we just replace them. But that's a lot of work, and I'm not going to have her pay for a whole lot of extra work if she don't need it. Now, as far as the thermostat, I'm pretty sure she needs that because I've been working on this van for a couple years now, and we never replaced the thermostat. So it's about that time now. Thermostat is located over here where y'all see that hose at going to that housing. That's where your thermostat will be at. Usually got to remove the air box and a couple things over here to get that done. That's what I'm about to do right now. It's just slide that. This twist is easy, so I just twist that so that sits on that side like that. Get my flag. Unlock them and it comes up. Get that out the way so free up some space over here so we can see what's going on. Now we're gonna believe that's a 13. Move this power steering reservoir off of the air box also. So what that does, that's free us up some more space. And with this, I believe this should pop right out. Right out, got a little push with tabs. Clean your leaves and stuff up so they don't get back inside the air box. Oh my God. Damn. They talking about motor mounts. I mean, they talking about the lower control arm. Look at this motor mount. That motor mount is done. She need that motor mount bad, real bad. We gotta find out where that ground strap go at. Oh yeah, she gotta replace that. She need that motor mount bad. Okay, so forget the control arm. We're gonna go for the motor mount. Let me look that up. Caravan upper front motor mount. (2012) Dodge Caravan motor mount. So you know what? I can get ready to put my jag and shit back up. She needs the thermostat and the motor mount right now. Look just like it, so. Yep, that's it. Alright, so yep, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do the thermostat and get that out the way, then I'm gonna let her know. She needs that. The upper motor mount. But this is the part number for the thermostat for the Dodge Grand Caravan and for the Chrysler Town and Country. They both take the same part number, so. Thermostat, for the most part, y'all, is pretty simple to replace. The sway bar end length is usually a problem. See what I'm doing. Thermostat right there. thermostat's done. Y'all see that? It basically fell apart. Good, she got to it, man. So these particles, look at that. They start falling in the engine, causing damage. Damn. That's why it's important to buy the whole housing. Changing this. Coolant ain't even blue color anymore. Lift this hose up, get all that out of there. Don't need that whole antifreeze. Wouldn't be in the right color no more. Alright, yep, so as y'all see, old thermostat was trash. It actually fell apart and everything. Look, this was pieces of a motor mount that was laying there that I moved. That old thermostat out. Wonder what that. This new one did. Has a little opening right here on top for y'all to bleed it. As you get it in the bleed, you gotta crack this little valve open. Not hard to do, it's pretty simple. I'm gonna show y'all. Alright, far as gasket, it didn't come with a new one, but this old one is in pretty good shape. It's not ripped or anything. So we're going to just reuse it. As y'all see, it's in good conditions, need to be cleaned off. They actually make them real thick so you can reuse them. So what you want to do is, it's a little seam, like an opening on this thermostat housing for this to slip right in place. That's what you want to do. The new one. Sit it inside like that, go right in that groove, and that way when you put it up on this one, you're good to go. First, you want to make sure your surface is as clean as possible. So that's what I do. Make sure the surface is good. Our screws. Tighten this thermostat housing back up now. 10mm bolts. Back up ratchet now after you hand tighten as much as you can. done. Alright, so see, I got that thermostat in there now. It's all tightened up. Already tightened this clamp up. Now what I'm gonna have to do is I could start this to bleed it and everything. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. Start it up so I can bleed the system. And on top of that, that's gonna create heat for me. Alright, so let's loosen this like I told you. It's the little bleeder thing. So we're gonna start this up. I'm gonna let it run. When it's ready, it can. Let it warm up like it's fine. Take the thing off. You're really not supposed to run it with that off. In my experience, I know it's not going to cause that much of an issue. Alright, so that's bleeding out already. Y'all seen that leaking out? That's what you want to see to know it's filled up. Guess I ain't lose as much as I thought. Alright, we're going to top it off the radiator right here. If anything, having this air box off is going to cause the idle to be a little higher, which will help out with trying to warm it up. And it might throw an engine light, but I got a scanner to clear the light, and I know why the idle would be a little higher, so I'm not really worried about that. Again, see that shoot out like that, so you want no air in there. If you don't see nothing come out of this, then it's air in the system. So you had to leave that open and keep filling the radiator until you see something running out of there. In our case, we good on that. Might just have heat already. So this, alright, as y'all can see, cooling meter is still on cold, and yep, I feel heat. Yep, so that's a good thing. Alright, so put thermostat in there. We got heat coming out already. So all good, all good. make sure the radiator directly is filled up. We ain't got no issues. And as y'all see, it was a lot of bubbles now, but barely got bubbles coming out. See, that's barely any bubbles, barely taking it down. So that's how you know it's filled up also. You get to this point, go ahead and put your radiator cap back on. But let all the bubbles stop. And the weather is where it is right now. I ain't time to wait for all of that. Wipe this off. Extra dripping, just trying to make sure everything is good to go. No leaks nowhere. could be tripping. Hose. Alright, this is weird. Okay, I see the problem. Alright, so the hose is leaking right now. Okay. I don't know how to fix it. see the issue. It's the actual hole just too far up on the housing. There's two little lips on this housing. And I guess what that does is it gives you a point to where to tighten the holes up to, I would say. So I had it too far up. Don't know if it's possible. Something new every day. Yeah, that looks definitely in the way. So I'm gonna retighten it now. Get my inside. Tighten that clamp up a lot more. I wound up using my 8 socket, get a better grip on it. That might have been my problem also. That screwdriver wasn't too good. Alright, try this off real good. Make sure I ain't got no drips. Alright, now I'll start it back up. Got that good old heat in there. Now let's see. Nope, I think it's going. Had a drip down there that seemed not going to stop that. You got these two little lips on the thermostat housing. The hose is only supposed to go up to deep one. You got one up here and one on the bottom. The one on the bottom was a little passy, so when I went to tighten the clamp up, it was stripping from under there. So we get the bolt off. Make sure it's ready. It's tucked off. All topped off, as y'all see. Got a lot of bubbles coming up. Usually when there's air in there, you'll see a lot of bubbles. As y'all see, that's more settled. Alright, so the next thing, I'm about to let my customer know that she needs to replace this motor mount. Says sway bar end links and both lower control arms, but that motor mount is more important. Well, I would say is in worse condition than those other parts that they told us should be. Alright, so the control arm over here, she could definitely use control arm over here. Oh no, we're gonna double check her. Look on this side. Alright, the sway bar end link on this side is definitely some replacing. It's not that bad though, as y'all see. I actually seen some of this. Worse than that. Yeah, so let me see. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let her know about this motor now so we can get that replaced. But as far as these sway bar handling control arms, tell her hold off. Alright, let me get right back with you. Alright, first things first. Get that air box out of the way here. That's 13. Stand reservoir out the way again. This time I'm gonna take the whole take this off. Take that whole box out. Get that out the way so we can see our motor mount. Bring y'all this better view of it. Yep, so that's our motor mount. About to get replaced. I'll find out where this ground strap came from also, because that's the next replacement we plan to do. It look like they might be 50. 5/8. Okay, they 16s. Five-eighth socket is equivalent to a 16, so that's why I said 5/8, but after that I said 16. strong enough. It ain't always fire but I gotta break them off. Yep. What's these two up here? Oh, they 13s also. So what's these? I might just remove the remove this too. So they 16s too. Not that correct? That correct? They cracking pretty easy. It's too much trouble. It's just these bottom ones. Hold on, let me put it all extension. The more extensions you put on it, the weaker torque gets, kind of breaks it down. That's where my gun wasn't working. Go over here. Turn like this. Yep. Look. Y'all heard that crack? Definitely want to put a jack under the motor, or a little block to support the oil pan. That's what I got right here. Got that jack under there with a nice block of wood protecting the oil filter. Definitely gonna need that. Let's get these bolts up out of here now. So I can't. Let me see. I got a 13 on it. 213. Excuse me, y'all. Some 213s on top of that motor mount. And then we got these rest of them 16s to take off of the brake. Let me get this. Let's see if they work. How you doing? Oh wow. Wasn't even all the way in. Think she ever did a tune-up on this either. Something else that's overdue. There we go. Y'all see that bracket out the way? So we had a leak, a coolant leak or something under here because all that brown stuff is right next to the thermostat. But look, as I said, look at that. And now it's done. So I spotted that. So now get the new one out the box. Got the new one right here. Compared to that old one. Yeah, y'all see the difference. Fresh one, that one's killed. So yep. Sometimes you can see the upper motor mounts on the cars. But I was doing too much. And the way you know which way this go back because the nipple on there is for the air box that you gotta take out. So I'm gonna sit that in place and then we're gonna sit this in place right on the top of it. Little covers off of here. They protecting the thread on the and what I want to do next is put this cover over that also. To get this in place so that way you get less stress on the bolts and everything. Get these 3 bolts up here started. in here. Now what I want to do is tighten them up now. Restart these in. Yep, restart them in. These two bolts started into the plate down here. You know what? I have to loosen these back up a little. Yeah, just a little. That little shift y'all seen, I needed that. Next is going to be the two little 13s. Get them in there. Go back to my 16s. Torque these 16s down. Should be extra tight. This is holding the motor back. One slipping out of place and backing off. So make sure we go over it with the breaker bar. Torque down with this first. That new mount in there. Let this jack down. There we go. Jack is down now, and as y'all see, the motor mount look beautiful. Now we should have no more jumping and banging noises when she put the van in gear. And this is one of my customers that owns this daycare right here. Definitely good peoples. I actually know the owner of it and one of the top workers here, so anybody need a good recommendation for a daycare, Little Magic, this is a good one. But yeah, for now, yes, I work on her vehicle, so just want to put that little plug in there for her. She got a lot of kids already, but I'm pretty sure she might can take more, but just in case any of my viewers that single parents watching, and this is the actual Germantown area. So, Germantown and Sharp Neck Street. So, quick plug, but for now, this 2012 Dodge Caravan motor mount and thermostat is definitely repaired now. So I'm ready to put all of these things back. Put all these things back. I ain't gonna lie, y'all, it's cold out here too. Freezing, bro. You cut these out. Yeah, cold. I'm even layered up, but it's penetrating through my layers, so that's a sign. Shut it down. Get some other things out the way. Alright. Got that in there. And like I said, we got that nipple on the motor mount bracket and this little hole over here. This nipple and that goes too. So that's why it was important to make sure that motor mount was put on right. That's that. So that's how that was. Box locked in. Just gotta take this clamp up. We also gotta get this vacuum back to the intake box so we don't have no vacuum leaks. 13mm over here. For the most part, we're good to go. Let me start this up real fast. Yeah. I don't got the tire machine, but I can take it off and take it to the shop and shit for you. Yeah, I do everything but motor and transmission swap. Oh, what kind of car is it? Oh, it's a Chevy. Yeah, I know all about. Got 3800. Yeah. I know all about them. Yeah, they sweet to work on, man. If you want, I got the alternator. Okay. My battery took a shift like last year. My battery yeah, right. Need a little jump. Yeah, just let me know when you got the parts. Hit me up and I'll let you know when I can fill up on it. You in the area up here? Right on you. All right, right there. I go all over anyway, so it don't even matter. All right, good looking, bro. Customer actually see me out here getting it in. He's like, what we doing? Rarely seeing mechanics out here in the cold. You know? So yeah, we all done though. I'm actually going to tell her she might need to do the back mount also. Because it's still moving a little bit. Still moving more than I would want it to. Let me see something.
was getting a hard bang in gear when we put it in drive, but now it's nice and soft. She might still need to do the rear mount, probably the other two eventually, but for right now, at least all that banging noise is gone. But yep, again, y'all, this is 2012 Dodge Caravan. Just replaced the thermostat with the housing and the upper motor mount. Next time we get to this job, we will be doing the front struts and sway bar end links and this passenger side control arm. But for now, it's a done deal. We're ready to get out this cold ass weather. I'll let y'all on the next one. That's the airbox and everything.